Have you ever felt tempted to take a shortcut, thinking no one would notice and nothing bad would happen? Have you ever told yourself, it's just a small thing, it won't matter in the long run? This is the story of a boy who believed the same thing. He thought he was clever. He thought he was winning. But life has a way of quietly keeping records, and when the time is right, it returns everything we give it, good or bad. In a peaceful little town by a slow-flowing river lived a boy named Rohan. The town was simple and calm. People greeted each other every morning. Children played near the water, and elders sat under trees sharing stories. Rohan lived there with his father, who owned a small dairy. Every morning, before the sun rose too high, Rohan's task was to deliver fresh milk from their dairy to the houses in town. Rohan was not a bad boy. He woke up early. He did his job, but he had one weakness. He loved easy ways. Wherever he saw a chance to save a little effort, he took it. Carrying heavy cans of milk every single day felt tiring to him. One morning, an idea slipped into his mind. If he added just a little water to the milk, the cans would be lighter. He could walk faster. He could finish his route early, and no one would ever notice. That morning, he decided to try it. He mixed a small amount of water into the milk, just enough to make a difference he could feel. He delivered the milk, half expecting someone to complain, but nothing happened. People smiled, paid him, and went on with their day. Rohan felt a surge of pride. He thought to himself, I'm smart. I'm getting the same money for less effort. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Adding water became a regular habit. The initial guilt he felt faded away. His father trusted him completely and never bothered to check the milk. Sometimes, deep inside, Rohan felt a small discomfort, a quiet voice reminding him that what he was doing was wrong. But he always pushed it away. It's just a little water, he would tell himself. What's the harm? Then one year, the summer came harder than usual. The sun burned fiercely. The river level dropped lower and lower. Wells started drying up all over town. Clean water became precious. People had to line up early in the morning just to fill a few pots. Life became difficult for everyone, but Rohan continued his habit, using whatever water he could find to lighten his load. One morning, the town chief made a big announcement in the marketplace. There would be a grand festival next month, and the best milk supplier in the town would be chosen to serve at the event. The winner would be rewarded with a bag of gold and great honor. The whole town buzzed with excitement. Rohan's heart started to race. Gold meant everything: a new bicycle, better clothes. Maybe he could even open his own shop one day. This was his chance to make all his dreams come true. He decided to work harder than ever before. He delivered milk with a bright smile, greeted everyone politely, and spent his days imagining himself standing proudly in front of the entire town. But one thing did not change. He still added water to the milk. Old habits feel comfortable, even when we know they're wrong. Rohan told himself he had been doing this for months and nothing bad had happened. Why would it start now? The risk seemed so small and the reward was so big. The day of the festival finally arrived. People from nearby villages gathered in the town square. Colorful decorations filled the streets. Long tables were set up where judges would taste milk from all the different suppliers. One by one, names were called. When Rohan's turn came, he walked forward confidently, holding his container of milk. His heart was beating fast, but his face showed nothing but pride. The first judge tasted the milk and paused. His eyebrows tightened into a frown. The second judge took a sip, and his face soured. He leaned toward the town chief, whispering quietly in his ear. A moment later, the chief stood up and spoke in a loud, clear voice. This milk is unsafe. It has been mixed with unclean water. It is spoiled. In that moment, Rohan felt the ground slip from beneath his feet. His mind raced back to the past few weeks. The drought, The muddy well he had used when clean water was scarce. The water he had used without even thinking. The shortcut he took again and again and again had finally caught up with him. The crowd began to murmur. Some people looked angry. Others looked disappointed. Word spread through the crowd like fire. He's been cheating us all this time. Rohan's chest felt tight, like he couldn't breathe. He turned and saw his father standing in the crowd. His father said nothing, but the look of hurt and deep disappointment in his eyes cut deeper than any punishment ever could. That night, Rohan could not sleep. The gold he had dreamed of was gone. His reputation was damaged. And worst of all, he realized that his own actions had led him to this moment. No one had trapped him. No one had tricked him. He had done this to himself. As the sky slowly lightened the next morning, Rohan made a decision. He went to his father and apologized, tears in his eyes. He promised himself that from that day on, he would deliver pure milk, no matter how heavy the cans felt, no matter how hot the sun burned, and no matter how long it took. Change did not bring instant rewards. Some people didn't trust him at first. They looked at him with suspicion, but Rohan stayed patient. Day after day, he worked honestly. Slowly, people started to notice the difference. Slowly, trust returned. He did not win a bag of gold, but he earned something far more valuable. He earned back his self-respect and the respect of his town. And that is the lesson. Life always returns what we give it. Shortcuts may look easy, but they carry hidden costs. You may escape the consequences for a while, but they never disappear. They just wait. And when the time is right, they come back. So remember this story. Every action you take leaves a mark. Every choice you make shapes your future. Choose honesty, even when it feels hard. Choose effort, even when shortcuts look tempting. Because in the end, life keeps a perfect balance, and it always gives back exactly what we put in. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you in the next one.